Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Right, today we've got another beer from my good friend Harry over at Blue Nose Beer Reviews from the Silhill Brewery, and this is their Hop Star. So it's an IPA coming at 4.2% ABV, 48 IBUs. This beer was kind of around when we all met up in Manchester, beginning of March, and there was a lot of beers, just people just left, and there was 3 of us left, and it was like, yeah, we'll have this. Harry was there. I was like, I wasn't going to have it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take it home. I said I'm going to do a review, so here it is. So yeah, this is, I think this is one of their more recent, I think it's a core range beer. I might be wrong, but I think it's one of their new additions to their core range, Hop Star. Nice label. I've seen the different versions of this label Harry put online or whatever, and see what we thought about it. So I won't go into any kind of tasting notes or anything, but I know this is brewed with Falconer's Flight hops. So it's I think it's a 500ml bottle. Yeah, so black bottle cap, as you've already seen. I'm kind of like not sure what to expect with this one. It's saying on Untapped, and Harry's probably watching this laughing his head off, that this is an American style IPA, but Untapped has been proved to be wrong with styles of beer. So it could, you know, we'll see how that goes, but there's a little bit left in the bottle. It's a filtered beer. Yeah, there's no yeast or anything clinging to the bottom of the bottle. So yeah, it's a filtered beer. Nice kind of golden colour. You can see bubbles clinging to the side. It's not even a half a finger of pure white head, but yeah, gentle carbonation running through the beer. Small bubbles doing that kind of line through the beer, and then the bigger bubbles as well, rising up from the bottom of the glass. So yeah, lovely looking beer. Nice golden colour. Let's get an aroma. I'm getting a nice kind of bready, biscuity malt. Lemony, kind of almost, I think there's a little bit of grapefruit or something going on in there. Yeah, but I definitely, my initial aroma was that lovely kind of warming, malty, not malty, but in a bad way, but that real nice, almost like a sweetness as well coming through, malt, bready, biscuity. But then that lemony kind of grapefruit right on the end there. So let's give it a try and see what we've got here. Cheers. Cheers, Harry. Oh yeah, that is definitely coming through in the flavour. Although it's cold, just out of the fridge, it was definitely coming through on the aroma. Let's pick this bottle cap up. I should have done it after, but I'm professional, so yeah, that's really nice, really good. Let's pour the rest of this in just to make sure there's no sediment, but I don't think there is. No. So yeah, filtered beer, but it doesn't bother me. There's a lot of people, you know, I drink on taste, not what it looks like. There's a lot of people drink with their eyes, and you've probably heard that a few times from other reviewers or whatever. So these guys are out of Solihull, which is I think it's, I'm not too sure. It's between Birmingham. I think it's nearer Birmingham, the outskirts of Birmingham, between Birmingham and Coventry. Not too sure. So there is a little commercial description. Pull the pin on the hop grenade, our golden 4.2% ABV American IPA, and trigger the release of the grapefruit, lemon and tropical fruit zest, brewed using American yeast to give that authentic West Coast IPA feel and taste, created with a profusion of Citra Faulkner's Flight hops, named after the the North American brewing legend that is Glenn Hay Faulkner. Enjoy. So these guys are on Facebook, etc. I'll pull the links down below. I've had 3 or 4 beers from this brewery before, and they've all been really quite solid, to be fair. But this one really is nice. I like this kind of biscuity bready malt thing that's going on with this one. It's just definitely my kind of beer. I'll have to try this one on cask. So the next time I'm up, hopefully it'll be still around. I should have done a bit of research before I asked Harry a few questions about it, but we just go in and, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I wanted to drink this one and get it out of the way. 4.2, really nice. It's got a nice kind of sweetness at the back end and a little bit of bitterness coming through the beer as it kind of builds up towards the end. As I said, 48 IBUs. Really nice beer. So for me, in terms of rating, I do like it. It's nice to. I do like these kind of things when they use different kind of methods with the American yeast. I think they're saying, was it the American yeast? Yeah, American yeast. It definitely gives that kind of. It lifts the beer up, I think. And yes, it's a cracking beer. So yeah, I'm very happy to give this a 7 out of 10. I'd love to try this on cask, and I will try it on cask hopefully. Next time I go up and meet Harry, we'll do a bottle share or whatever. So anyway, that's where I am with this. It's got 100 ratings out of actual people rated it. Ratings? Yeah, they did rate it. Out of 151. Only 6 in the last 30 days, not too many. It's coming in at 3.37, so I'll give it a little bit more than that. I'm giving it a 3.5. So, check out the brewery. Thanks again to Harry for bringing this bottle up. Yeah, I wanted to try this one. This is the one I really want to try, and yeah, solid. Thanks for watching then. If you've had it before, put your comments down below, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.